So hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to discuss about basics of the accounting. So here to write the journal entries, very important thing we need to know about the golden rules of accounting. So there are majorly three: personal account, real account, and nominal account. So based upon these three rules, the whole accounting will be based. So first of all, let's see personal account. What is personal? Debit the receiver and credit the giver. See, whenever a transaction occurs in a business, we need to think from the business point of view. For the business, the amount is coming in or amount is going out. That is very important. So for example, if you are making payment to any particular person, so let's take cash paid to Mr. Ramesh. So here what we are doing, here we are making payment to Mr. Ramesh. So as per our rule, debit the receiver. So you will be writing an entry like Ramesh account debit to cash. So this is the thing. This is how you need to identify a transaction and you need to apply the rule. So next, real account, debit what comes in and credit what goes out, and nominal account, debit all expenses and losses and credit all incomes and gains. So now let's see certain transaction based upon the rules. So first, commenced business with cash, so 5 lakh rupees. So what is the meaning of the transaction? See, whenever if you wanted to write any particular journal entry, the first thing you need to understand the meaning of the transaction. So what is it? Commenced in the sense started or invested, we can consider it as. Okay. Right. So commenced is nothing but started business with cash 5 lakhs. So we are having an amount of 5 lakh rupees and we have invested that particular amount in the business. So here the thing is you need to observe that. So that particular amount is coming into the business or going out of the business. So whenever if you are investing, the amount is coming inside. So that's why we have debited the cash. The simple rule you guys need to remember that debit means in and credit means out. So you need to think that the cash is coming in or cash is going out. If it is coming in, put it on the debit side. No, it is going out, put it on the credit side. So here we have started, so the cash is coming inside the business. That's why we have put it on the debit side. So cash account debit. 2. Capital. So this investment amount, in the accounting terminology, we can call it as capital. So that's why we have given an entry like this, cash account debit to capital account. Okay, clear, understood? Yeah. And next you will be writing a narration. So being started business or commenced business or invested. So based upon the requirement, you can write in a narration. See, in the academics point of view, writing the same question over the narration, it's not a problem. But if you guys are coming into the practical, when you guys are doing a job, so narration is very, very important. So based upon the entry, you need to clearly explain that narration. Okay. Next, coming to the second one. Cash deposited into bank. See, we are having the 5 lakh rupees in our hand. So in the 5 lakhs, 3,50,000 rupees we are depositing into our bank. Okay, whatever the bank name is, it might be SBI, RBL, whatever it is. So how the entry we have written? Bank account debit to cash account. See, from our hand, the amount is getting into the bank account. So just we are depositing. It doesn't mean it's going out of the business, but still it's going into the bank. So observe guys, here I have mentioned something like contra. So what is this contra entry? In one transaction, this is a transaction where bank ledger and cash ledger need to be affected, and one need to become in the debit side and another need to become in the credit side. This kind of transaction is called as a contra entry. See, let me explain you. See, bank ledger and cash ledger both need to be affected in one journal entry, but one need to be on the debit side, another need to be on the credit side. So here it is cash deposited into bank, so bank account debit to cash account. So this is the entry we have written. Now let's see the another one. So this, observe here carefully. Cash withdrawn from bank for office use. See, just now I have mentioned that what is meant by contra. Cash, bank, ledger both need to be affected. One need to be on the debit side, another need to be on the credit side. See, cash, bank both are there. One is in the debit side, another is in the credit side. So these kind of entries are called as a contra entry. Okay, make it very clear. So simply you can remember cash deposited into bank and cash withdrawn from bank. These both entries will be put into the contra. So here we are withdrawing from the bank 15,000 rupees for office purpose. Okay, whatever it is. So for office purpose, we have withdrawn the amount from the bank. So we have deposited 3,50,000. From the 3,50,000, we have withdrawn 15,000 rupees. So in the narration, you need to mention it very clear. Office purpose. What is that particular purpose? Okay. Coming to the fourth one. Goods purchased from Rajesh, cash of 5,000. So whenever you guys are purchase any particular goods, you will be receiving the goods and you will be paid the amount. Simple thing, what is coming in for us? Goods. And what is going out from us? Cash. Simple. So here we have not mentioned the item name, the goods name we have not mentioned. That's why we are writing like this. Purchase account debit to cash account. So being goods purchased from Rajesh. Now coming to the next step. Goods purchased from Vamsi, check 45,000. Same guys, we have done a purchase and we have done a payment. In the previous transaction we have given the cash, and in this transaction we have given the check. So here the mode of payment might be changes, but the entry is going to be same. So purchase account debit to, whenever in the question the check is mentioned, you need to specify that particular bank. So to bank account. So whatever the bank name it is. So purchase account debit to bank. So the goods purchased from Vamsi. Is that clear? Coming to the next. Goods purchased from Rupasri, 1,50,000. See, in the previous two entries, same we have done the purchase. Here also we have done the purchase. Now in this entry also we have done the purchase. But what is the difference in the entry? So observe in the fourth one, purchased from Rajesh, we have mentioned like something cash. So nothing but we have purchased, on the spot we have done the payment. Here observe, goods purchased from Ramsey by check, we have purchased, on the spot we have done the payment. And coming to here, goods purchased from Rupasri, 1,50,000. In the question we have not mentioned that like we have done a payment of check or cash payment. Just simply we have given like purchase from Rupasri. It means that we have purchased but we have not done the payment yet. So this kind of transaction is called as a credit transaction. So అప్పుగా మనం goods అనేది కొనడం జరిగింది అన్నమాట. So the first thing is we have purchased the goods, so we have received it. So purchase account debit. Now 2. So here we have not done the payment, but end of the day to whom we need to pay? Rupasri. So that's why we have credited the Rupasri. So purchase account debit to Rupasri account. So Rupasri, who is Rupasri for us? She is a supplier or vendor, we can call it as. In the accounting terminology, we will be calling them as sundry creditors. Remember guys, whenever you guys are purchasing from a particular person or company, that particular person or company is considered as a sundry creditors. Okay, clear? Yeah. So it's a credit transaction. So purchase account debit to Rupasri. So in the narration we have mentioned that being goods purchased from Rupasri on credit basis. Coming to next. Goods sold to Naveen Kumar, cash. So we are making the sales. Whenever if you sell any particular item, you will be receiving an amount. So that's why the amount is debited. So cash account debit to sales. So being goods sold to Naveen Kumar. Next, goods sold to Nagasri, 1,45,000 per check. So bank account debit to sales account. We are receiving the amount, but the mode of payment is check. So that's why we have mentioned as a bank. So bank account debit to sale account. Next, coming to this. Goods sold to Pallavi and Co. 2 lakhs. Same scenario guys. In the purchase, here if you guys observe, this is a credit purchase. Here also we are doing the credit sale. So whenever if you are making the sale, you will be receiving the amount. But here we are doing the credit sale. So at the end of the day, we need to receive the amount from whom? From Pallavi and Co. So that's why we have debited the Pallavi and Co. So Pallavi account debit to sales. So whenever if you are making sale to any particular person or a company, that particular person or a company is considered as a sundry debtors. Sundry debtors. So simply you can make like customers or dealers. Okay. See, when you make a purchase, the person name is called as sundry creditor. When you make a sale, the person name is called as sundry debtors. This is the difference. Don't confuse between the debtor and creditor. In simple word, you can remember suppliers are all creditors, customers are all debtors. I think so. Is that clear? So now coming to the next. Salaries expenses paid 3,50,000 cash. See guys, salary. See, don't think that we will be receiving the salary. No, why it is not an income? Why it is as an expense? See, think from the business point of view. The owner will pay the salary to the employees. So for the business, it is an expense. Okay, so that's why. So salaries account debit to cash account. Here we will be using the nominal account. Debit all expenses and losses. So that's why we have debited the expense name. So salary account debit to cash account. So here we have mentioned the cash. So that's why we have the cash. Coming to the next. Advertisement expenses paid by check. So advertisement expenses, name itself considered as an expense. So advertisement expense account debit to bank account. So these are the expenses. Now coming to the next. Commission received check 1,50,000. So we are receiving the amount guys. So what is that amount means? It's a commission. So it is also a nominal account. So debit all expenses and losses and credit all incomes and gains. So income. So whenever you see a received word, by default it will get into the income. So bank account debit to commission received. So next one. Interest received same as it is, cash account debit to interest received. So those are expenses and incomes. Coming to the next one. Cash withdrawn from bank for personal use or drawings. See, observe the difference between these entries guys. So where is this? Yeah. Cash withdrawn from bank for office use, cash withdrawn from bank for personal use. The difference is like personal use and office use. See, we have withdrawn the amount and we have used it for the business purpose. So it means that whatever the amount or the item we have purchased, it is rotating inside the business only. And coming to here, cash withdrawn from bank for personal use. So let's assume that you have put 1 lakh rupees in your business. Whatever the amount you spend, it need to be for the business purpose only. 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, whatever it is. But in this transaction, what we have done means 10,000 rupees. So from that 1 lakh rupees, the 10,000 you have withdrawn and you have used it for your personal purpose, not for the business. So that's why it is considered as a drawings. Considered as a drawings. When you guys observe in the balance sheet, from the capital we will be deducting the drawings. So this is what the purpose. Okay. So drawings account debit to bank account. So the amount is going out of the business. So that's why we have credited. So drawings account debit to bank. So I think so it is clear. See, whenever you guys wanted to do all the entries in the tally, you need to be familiar with the journal entries. That is very important. So journal entries is the total base. As an accountant or account students, so entries are very, very important. It might be basic entries, adjustment entries, or complicated, whatever it is. So entries is very much important. So do perfect in the entries. Then it is easy to do the work in the Tally software. So I think so. Is that clear? Okay guys, so this is all for this session. So thank you. We will be meeting in the next video. If you guys are like this video, share and subscribe to my channel. Okay, clear? So we'll be meeting in the next video. Thank you.